From the Gert Boyle studio at OPB, this is Think Out Loud. I'm Jeff Norcross. There's a song by Limp Bizkit that I can't quote much from right here, but one line sums it up nicely. Give me something to break. Just give me something to break. It's a song from 1999, but it hits hard today based on how rage rooms are doing lately. Business is booming at establishments that only exist to let you come in and absolutely obliterate stuff. We're going to talk to two Rage Room owners now. Mark Maher is the owner of Rage Room Portland, which just celebrated its one-year anniversary, and Tara Gale owns Outraged Rage Room in Vancouver. Welcome to both of you. It's great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
How is business right now?
It's booming. It's good.
It is.
For both of you?
It's raging.
Yes.
Yeah, raging.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I think that people, first and foremost, want to come out and just have a great time and have a great kind of social experience and, you know, eat some food, drink some beers and rage. And yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's more of letting loose, getting messy, thinking outside the box. It's not your typical, like, movie and a dinner. It's, you know, rage together, stay together.
Rage together, stay like that.
What can you tell me about the people who come to see you?
We have all different kinds of people. Right. So we allow all ages. So from young to old, I've seen 98-year-olds in there, as young as 2, and they're from all walks of life. So
yeah, I would agree. It's, we allow 10 and up, but it's all ages. It's team building events. It's corporations, but it's also birthday parties. It's date nights. It's going out with your friends. It's everything.
Yeah, bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, divorce parties.
Divorce parties.
Divorce parties are big.
Yes.
I imagine that would be vivid.
Yes, it is. Yep, we've seen 2-foot posters of people coming in to throw things at.
Oh, so people can bring stuff in?
Oh, yes. Yeah, they can bring pictures in or...
What are the rules around that? None?
No.
Okay.
No, none of my business what you bring in there. No.
With our business,
no food.
We don't allow like political statements or anything like that. We don't like to dabble into that. We like to keep it away from that and just keep it on the fun and excitement of breaking things. But yeah, people definitely come in. We were talking outside for, when they're going through hard times as well as obviously just coming out to have a great time and a fun experience. But a lot of people come in to just, get a break when they're going through like a harder time in their life. Yeah.
How does it work when you come to your establishments? What do I need to know? What do I need to prepare myself for? What do you do?
Loud music and breaking stuff.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like with ours, you come in, sign a waiver, we have you watch a safety video, and then you get all suited up, and then you go in there, you get a 5-gallon bucket of breakables. You can add on stuff like printers, TVs, VCRs, VHS tapes.
Oh, real Office Space
anything.
moment right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Office Space, if you get a printer, we even play the song for you.
Yeah.
But you just go and get suited up and go let loose.
Yeah, but what do you find that people really enjoy breaking more than any other type of item?
They love glass bottles. So a lot of
Yeah.
them will reenact bar scenes, but definitely printers too, and TVs, electronics. A lot of people get really mad at their electronics lately.
Yeah, I think everyone has had an issue with a printer at some point in their life and has wanted to take a bat or a baseball bat at it,
Yeah, that would be satisfying.
Yeah.
Tara, let's start with you about the inspiration for creating your space.
Yeah.
Why did you make your Rage Room?
So I suffered from PTSD from robbery, basically, back in 2017. And then when we moved up here, we're from Utah. So my husband was going to helicopter school. Things weren't working out. And he was cleaning out the garage. So he went to throw something. It hit the ground and just shattered. And I was like, it was music to my ears. So I'm like, can I do this? And he's like, sure. So he basically let me throw a fit in our garage. And I'm like, it made me feel, I can't even describe how it made me feel, but it made me just feel like alive and like just relieved. So I was like, there has to be something like this. So we started researching, and we started 7 years ago. So there wasn't much around then. So we kind of had to start from scratch and just build it what we knew how to. And it's been great.
Have you seen trends over the last 7 years? Is it different from when you started in some way?
Well, so when we started, it was COVID. And so that one, we had a lot of people coming in. We had to do it differently, though. So it would be like one group at a time, sanitize, next group at a time. We weren't able to utilize all of our rage rooms at the same time. So, but we did really well during COVID because a lot of people were mad.
And Mark, your place has been open for a year now.
Yeah.
Why did you start it?
We've been running axe throwing. Celtic Axe has been around for 7 years, and we were looking for
Axe throwing?
Axe throwing, yeah. So we started axe throwing. Iliff from Portland Axe Throwing actually got us going at our brewery in Oregon City. So we were looking for other kind of activities that people could do. We partner with breweries like Hopworks or Stickman and Stormbreaker. And then we were looking for other activities to bring in that people could do when they're out at a team building event or just for birthday parties.
And just to interrupt here,
Yeah.
I'm wondering about the wisdom of having axe throwing in rage rooms so beer adjacent.
I know a lot of people say that, and a lot of people say it about insurance, right?
Right.
But what we do is we partner with brew pubs, and as I come from an Irish background, and pubs are like family and community. So we've got axe marshals and rage rangers that make sure everyone's safe, make sure that we don't want anyone that's intoxicated to be throwing axes or raging anything, but definitely eat some food, drink some, if you're having a good time and then after you want to have a pint of beer, that's totally fine. But it's basically our coaches are there to make sure everyone's safe. So
Yeah. Can you talk more about the safety aspect? What else do you do to make sure people don't hurt themselves in there?
a lot.
Yes. They have to have on closed-toed shoes. We provide coveralls that they wear over their clothes, and then they have to wear cut-proof gloves and then helmets or paintball masks, basically. So, and then they sign a very lengthy waiver.
Yeah, full coveralls. But I mean, in our 7 years of axe throwing, we've had at most a couple splinters because again, we pride ourselves. I mean, we wouldn't be in business if it wasn't safe. Right?
Can you talk about that transition from axe throwing to rage? How
What's
how
the
is
jump?
that? What's the jump?
Well, it's the same thing. Essentially, is like it's a thing to do. It's an event and experience to do when you're out at team building events and you're going out for birthday parties and holidays and things like that. Like what we pitch to our brewery partners is, let's bring you in more people. Let's have fun at your location, so you're not just a standalone location offering food and drink. Let's have an activity there that's different than your regular team building event. That isn't like bowling or maybe golfing. It's inclusive to everyone because everyone has had an issue with the printer in their life and could rage it, right? I mean, from the new employee to the CEO.
Right. Or the Portland traffic getting here. I'm like, this will make me rage.
They bring a lot to your rooms.
They do.
I get that.
Yeah.
Tara, you mentioned earlier that you were inspired to open your room because of your own experience with PTSD and how just being able to go off for a while helped. Do you hear those stories from other people who come to see you all the time?
All the time. They'll say it's cheaper than therapy, better than therapy. But we also have therapists and psychiatrists bring their patients in and have them do rage sessions. So my big thing is everybody expresses themselves differently. So whether you need to have a therapy session there with your therapist or psychiatrist.
That
or just
actually happens?
Oh, yeah.
People come with their therapist?
100%. Yep. All the time. So we have like 15 active therapists that bring in their patients for things like this. And then we also partner with like foster homes. So they'll bring foster kids in who are just going through a rough time and just need to let it out in a different way.
Well, I can see how a session in your room might make you feel better,
Yes.
but does it actually have therapeutic benefit that is lasting?
Definitely, yes. Because you're getting to scream, let it out kind of thing. It's not just when I was seeing my therapist, it would be about breathing work, right? So it's like, okay, breathe. But then by the end of it, I'm like, if you tell me to breathe one more time, I'm going to break something in here. So like at the rage room, it's just like, okay. But like we definitely say, see your therapist as well. Like this isn't a fix all, but we do hear all the time that this is better than therapy.
If you're just tuning in, we're talking about rage rooms and why they're so popular. Tara Gale owns Outraged in Vancouver, and Mark Maher owns Rage Room Portland, which just opened a second location in Tualatin this month. Mark, can you talk about your first experience with a rage room? What do you remember from it?
Yeah, so we went for spring break out to Boise, Idaho, and we went to an axe throwing location that had rage rooms as well. And we took the kids, and I was apprehensive. I wasn't like thinking I'd love it or anything like that. And I talked to the owner there, and he was like, "It's doing great, Mark. Maybe you guys should think about it for Portland." But then my kids went in there, and then right away they're just smashing things and just, again, to Tara's point, like you get a relief And then just seeing my kids, I mean, they just had a great time. My wife actually, she couldn't smash this cute little teacup, so she took that with her. She didn't have it in her to rage that one. But it's a relief, and it's just really fun.
Does it ever get ugly? I mean, do people turn on each other inside your rooms?
Oh, no, never. I've
No?
never seen that before. I've had a breakup happen in there, but they've just brought like read receipts and put them in bottles and smash it in front of each other and leave.
Yeah. Your rooms have different themes?
Yes, our rooms do. Do yours?
We do neon themed rooms and music, but it's not, it's basically just a raging.
Yeah, so ours, we have our graffiti room, which lets people write on the walls. And then our last session of the night, they get to graffiti in there. So it's all of their fillings, all of their stuff in the rooms. And then same with our fired up room. So it's basically, you know, what fuels your fire and then fire everywhere. But they also write their fillings out on the walls in there. And then we have an Alice in Wonderland theme room, which is called the Shroom Room. And we focus that one more towards kids because I don't want people writing, you know, crazy stuff in there. So that way, that one's just more for kids. It just is like off with their heads and we're all mad here kind of theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you find the stuff that you let people break?
We get all our glass. We have a partnership with Oregon Dog Rescue, which is your neighbor down here. So we go around and we call it Glass Hound, and we pick up glass from local restaurants and pubs all over. And we just they give us their glass, we take it back to our place, and then we wash it and then get it ready to rage, and then we give a percentage back to the Oregon Dog Rescue and Publandia. So it helps the bartenders get invested in what we're trying to do and just makes it easier than basically just dumpster diving, which is no one likes to do.
Yes. We started out that way, definitely.
Yeah, and now?
So now we have contracts and sources, which we get all of our bottles through and our symmetrics and glasses to break. I won't go into detail because then I'd let all my secrets out of how I how I don't have to dumpster dive anymore.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah. How do you respond to criticisms that, you know, the rooms may be fun, but they don't really help people address the root causes of their anger or develop sustainable tactics for managing it?
I mean, I don't think that that's our point, is to say like, hey, come here to release everything and this is how you're going to deal with it. So it's just, there is criticism from things like that's not healthy. But I remember being little and my grandma throwing dishes out the back door when she was mad, or my grandpa taking a bat to a tree. Like, everybody gets angry and you need to release it somehow. And it's better to do it in a safe, healthy space than to let it out on the road or wherever else.
Same for you, Mark?
Yeah, I think to her point here, it's a pressure relief thing. I mean, we're here for entertainment. We don't claim to be therapy, but if people can get in there and they feel relief from what they're dealing with, then I'm all for that. I'm happy that we can both offer a place for them to experience that.
Right. I mean, and every time somebody leaves, don't they leave smiling?
Yes.
Every time. So on our wall, we even say, "You're welcome."
Yeah.
Because they all leave just smiling.
Yeah, it's a lot of smiles and laughing more so than it's not sorrow.
Yeah,
and all
nobody's
that.
came out mad.
Is there anybody you think this is not a good outlet for?
I think. See, the hard thing is like we'll have people who are on the spectrum with loud noises that don't like it, but we offer earplugs and then headphones too. But they honestly love it.
Yeah.
So there's some people that will come in and be like, "Oh, that's too loud," but it's like, well, it's a rage room, so I can't really quiet down the breaking of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Do you anticipate ever having to turn somebody away?
so we don't allow alcohol or anything like
Sure.
that. But so if they come in like really drunk or anything, we would not allow them in.
Yeah.
Same with closed-toed shoes. If you don't have closed-toed shoes, you have to go get some or you can't participate.
Yeah. You, Mark, opened your second location inside Stickman Brewing in Tualatin, as you mentioned, just this month, in fact. So congratulations for that. Are there any lessons that you've learned during your first year in business that you're applying to this new location?
Well, there's a lot. I mean, it's a lot of work. It's a ton of work. It's
What do you mean?
Well, it's from the business of axe throwing where we were before, you know, you're just throwing axe to the targets. There's a lot of wood to deal with. But with the rage rooms, it's dump trucks, it's cleaning, it's glass, it's PPE gear, it's more cleaning. It's, locating insurance. It's getting all these electronics and printers and then disposing of them in a great way. Oh, well, the thing I'm most proud about is learning how to recycle everything.
Yes.
At the beginning, we were just going to the dump and we didn't want to have anything to do with that. And it's also very expensive. But now we're 100% recycling all the glass, all the electronics that we go through to e-cycling here in Portland, Oregon, and then glass to glass on Columbia Boulevard.
Yeah. Is your second room different than your first in some way?
I think it's no, it's the same, essentially better building, and we made it a little nicer. We have a mural artist named Derek that came out and he does amazing work. So got some really cool mural up there. So
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, the creative work, because this is, from a certain point of view, the antithesis of a space for creation.
Yes.
It's a space for destruction. Like, in the way that a pottery studio is a place for you to express yourself creatively, this is a way for you to just like deconstruct.
Exactly.
So what do you ever think about this, that this model is based on like creating an outlet for destructive impulses instead of creative ones?
Not really. Just because everybody is going to throw tantrums in their lives. Like it's inevitable. Just like, with kids too, that's a big thing with kids being like, oh, you can't touch this. You can't break this. For them to get to go into somewhere and actually touch and break the things, like when you're going through a store with your mom and they're like, nope, hands to yourself. So it's kind of like a rule-free zone of where you can let it out and then just.
Yeah. My sister-in-law, Carly, was in the other day, and she's a real rule follower. And she just had the biggest smile on her face and was like, I felt like I could just let go for a minute here.
Yeah, and just let your hair down, let loose, have fun, but in a safe manner.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you remember a client that came through who had a reaction and an experience that was surprising in some way?
I've had somebody who came in that like actually triggered their PTSD. So rather than
They
like
didn't know they had it?
Yeah, like with mine where it helped it was like it brought back something that was just like no go. So, and if that ever happens, that's only actually happened to us once. And it was a surprise date that her husband was taking her on and brought her in there, and it was nope, we're not doing that.
What did you do?
So we let them go to our black light paint throwing room.
Okay.
Yes. So they got to go throw paint at each other instead with
about-
90s music.
There you go. Cheer them up.
Yeah.
What about you, Mark? Any kind of stories that you can point to for unusual experiences?
Not really. I mean, it's kind of your run-of-the-mill birthday parties. But I think that the interesting thing for me coming into this, like as a business person, I just wanted, bodies in the door. But I was really proud and happy that people were actually finding. I was surprised that, I'd say like 60% people are just going to have a great time for birthday parties or whatever. But 40% roughly are coming in really because they need a break. They're going through, we were talking about this earlier.
Yep.
Valentine's Day is one of our busiest days. And they're going with their girlfriends, or a bunch of guys come together and they go in and they need a break. And that community that they're building together, it's not just about raging. It's about being there with friends and having that social experience, I think is what is working, what's so great about our businesses.
Yes, and like the support. Like if you get a group of friends coming in, they'll cheer each other on, remember he did this to you, and smash a bottle kind of thing.
Yep.
So they're cheerleaders.
I'm wondering what you think this experience of owning these rage rooms has taught each of you about, managing your own feelings, your own anger, your own stress.
Mine has more been like especially with the writings on our walls, is that there's a lot of trauma out there and people are going through a lot of hard times. So it makes me look at mine like, okay, like you can deal with this. They went through that. So it kind of gives me a stronger backbone and makes me more sympathetic to other people as well.
What about you, Mark?
Yeah, I would say I think that there's a lot of outlets for, when people get stressed out, like working out or, going on a run or doing whatever. And if you don't have those options, or this is another great alternative. So I think that is what's kind of really cool about it.
Well, it's just I've been sitting here listening to you, and you're both just so open and so upbeat, and you sound healthy.
Yes.
And I'm wondering if it's because you're adjacent to this activity in the way that you are.
I love the sound. So you probably have your favorite.
I go to sleep tonight listening to it.
Right.
I record it.
My favorite is sheet glass. Like the sound of sheet glass or windows breaking is like amazing.
So satisfying.
Yes.
Tara, Mark, this was a blast. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Yes.
Tara Gale is the owner of Outraged Rage Room in Vancouver, and Mark Maher is the owner of the Rage Room Portland.